This was the second and final race of the NGRRC meeting at Oulton Park for the Minitwins class. Unfortunately, I had a late lunch, so I missed the grid formation and had to forfeit my 7th place qualifying result and start from the back of the grid in 38th, which was shit to say the least. Which left me a lot of work to do, having to battle through multiple groups of riders, so I had to ride really aggressively and just make my way through the pack. So yep, this is a full video of the race. Enjoy. About to do a massive lunge from behind on this next rider into the entry into his S's. The back of the bike was moving around quite a bit, but managed to keep it on point and get drive up through Knickerbrook and over the crest under the Oulton Park sign. Really fast part of the track this, probably peaking about 110, 115 miles an hour on a Minitwin. Fast left through here, down 2 gears, the back's moving about, missed the first apex and peeling in for the next one. There's a slight bobble of the head stock gear under the next Oulton Park sign. Unfortunately on this next corner I think it's lodged. I completely miss a braking marker and undo all that hard work and have to reclaim that over the day's leap and onto the start finish straight. Just exiting Island Bend now, which is a really fast left-hander, and entering into Shell Oils, which is probably my favourite corner on the circuit, to be honest. Real high banking, and you can get some real drive out on the right-hand side of the tyre. Coming down now into the next S's, of which name I forget, and I'm on the back of the next group of riders now. Hopefully take the next rider on the approach to Knickerbrook, and then progress to the next group. So I'm about to make a pass on the right hand side, but I chickened out and dipped the throttle, which is never the thing that you want to do, especially at this part of the circuit, because you lose drive. So back through this fast section again, driving back down to Lodge Corner in the Oulton Park sign, and I'm well within the next group now. Just got to keep pressing on, get through this next pack, and see where we can end up by the end of the race. To the entry of Old Hall now, which is the corner I really struggle with, but this time I managed to get it quite right. Didn't get quite the drive I wanted, but it was enough to get by this chap and beat him all the way down into Cascades. Carried really good corner speed around here, managed to get past the next rider around the outside. Really good drive off this corner and into the next section of the circuit. Coming to the fast left-hander of Island Bend, and I'm coming behind my good friend Ollie, who's looks like he's delivering pizzas. He's going that slow, to be fair. So I did him on the right and into Shell Oils by Ollie, sorry pal, onto the next two. Try and get these two guys coming into the races, of which name I remember. So around the outside of one, thought about number 2, but didn't want to pound to the back of him. Follow him and try and get good drive and slipstream him down to Hizzy's, which is the next corner. Thought about having a go on the entry into Hizzy's, but he must have known I was there because he was really late on the brakes and just made the apex. I was thinking about getting him again through the exit of Knickerbrook and just underneath the crest of the hill, but had a bit too much throttle on and kept too near behind him, had to roll off, so lost my drive unfortunately, and couldn't really catch him until later on in the circuit. Some nice picture-in-picture footage from my mate Scott at the side of the circuit, so on the back of this guy coming over Daisley onto the main straight. I think I might have taken him into Oulton, so heavy on the throttle. Didn't quite get him this time. Coming up this time is nine. Kept it pinned through Denton's and made a big lunge on the left through into the entry of Cascades. Could feel the bike tuck in there, which was a bit unnerving. Managed to save it, got great drive onto this short straight. Actually it's quite a long straight. Starting to feel tired now on the entry into Ireland and feel myself just lacking a bit of concentration. Wasted all my energy in the first few laps trying to make it through the pack. So for the next couple of laps, action's quite quiet, just get my head down, get relaxed, see how far I can get. Lost the next group of riders, unfortunately they just got off too far. Casualty of my late lunch. penultimate lap now, headed into Old Hall, and yeah, the guy who I overtook earlier has just done me on the inside, but fortunately he's got really piss poor driving. I take him back instantly. I'm on high alert now, but unfortunately I am absolutely cream crackered, so doing all I can just to maintain position, and unfortunately I hope that this was the last lap. I didn't realise that it was only a penultimate one, so I'm giving everything at this stage and absolutely breathing out my ass. Just broken a back marker now, so took him on the right hand side on the entry into Nickbrook and driving up the hill again for what I thought was my last lap, as previously mentioned. Unfortunately that wasn't the case. Driving hard through here, back 2 gears again, hard on the right hand side of the tyre, and getting a good drive down to Lodge. About to do the last lap now, and I'm absolutely flagging out my ass. I just want to go home and have an ice cream, etc. But needs must, need to keep pressing on. I can feel there's somebody near me. I can keep hearing the distant roar of another bike, and I'm just being prepared to be overtaken at any moment. Absolutely nothing left in the tank at this stage, so just doing all I can to fend off the attack. got another rider bleeding down my neck now, and I just know that he's going to try to take me on the entry into his. So used my usual braking points. I didn't miss the apex and thought I could cut back on him, but unfortunately there we go, yeah, we touched. There's a slight bobble of the both bikes, and on the entry into Knickerbrook I managed to take position back. This is the final lap, unfortunately, so yeah, not much longer, and obviously I know that there's going to be a battle and he's going to make a lunge at some point.